Jared, I hear that you used to be neighbors with one of our hosts. Do you remember?
Of course I do. I do. I didn't want to push it, but I do remember Miss Anaba. And
yes, Jared.
hi.
Hi, good to see you again. It's been a while.
Nice to see you again. It has been a while. I remember I was 19 when I moved up the block from Casa Vega on Fulton.
Yep.
And I was fresh out of Texas. I was on Gilmore Girls. And I had friends who... Uh-oh, I'm hearing Jensen's kids.
Yeah, I think we can hear.
We can, okay, yeah, we were neighbors, like we were right across, like our doors open to each other. And when you moved in, it was like, oh my God, it's a hot guy in our building because, yeah, hot guy in the building because our building had kind of older people, didn't it? Remember?
Yeah, I'm aware. By the way, that's what I was going to say, is that when my friends would come from Texas, they'd be like, dude, like, you got a hot neighbor. I'd be like, I know, I'm on TV.
I love it. Oh, my God. No, you were the hot neighbor, trust me. Anyway, wait, so Jensen is frozen right now, but can we hear Jensen? Okay, we're gonna reset Jensen, so we're gonna just keep talking to you, Jared.
Yes, well, I'll take it. Well,
let me ask this. After 15 years, you recently shot the final episodes of Supernatural. So how emotional was that last day?
It was the last day wasn't as emotional as I would have thought, but the days and weeks and months because of COVID leading up to that were very emotional. So I'm an emotional guy. I'm a Cancer, and I'm in touch with my feelings, and I'm very proud of that. But I think I got a lot of it out during the quarantine, and so when the last day happened, something unique happened that I didn't expect. I expected to cry and, you know, towels and this and that. But I just felt proud. I looked around at Jensen and at our other cast and crew and just felt like, cool, we did it, you know. For 15 and a half years, since 2005, I don't know if I really ever patted myself on the back or ourselves on the back. It was more like we still had a job to do. So I think that last day was sort of like, okay, it's done. We crossed the finish line. Let's celebrate now. So it was a long time waiting, but it was
amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Now, over the 15 years, the two of you have become super close. And Jared, was there a moment when you knew you had a brother for life in Jensen?
Yeah, no doubt. We met early on, and he's a Texas boy, I'm a Texas boy, and we you know, I think our first meeting was sort of like, hey, I'm Jared. Hey, I'm Jensen. Where are you from? Texas. Where are you from? Texas. Who's your team? Cowboys. Who's your team? Cowboys. And so it just sort of like, those are the two most important things in life is where are you from and what NFL team do you follow, at least for Texas dudes. But then I think about, we finished a pilot and about 2 weeks into filming our series, we got jumped by a bunch of guys, and that was sort of the moment that you go, all right, you look over, you see somebody, you know, coming to your rescue, and vice versa, and you go, all right, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody, but that was certainly, you know, we shared blood together, and I was like, all right, well, when I was supposed to get my butt kicked, like he was there for me and vice versa. So I think that was a pretty special time.
That's right. So you two have matching tattoos. The first question, how did that come about? And second question, can you show them to me?
Okay, well.
What are the tattoos?
How'd you get the two, and can you show them? Oh.
Oh, cool.
What is that?
Is it me?
Yes, it's just you out there.
It's a Basquiat crown, Jean-Michel Basquiat. And it meant many things. You know, he never really spoke on it directly, but for me, I love the Shakespeare quote, "Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown." Yeah. So it's sort of a reminder that there are high times and low times, but that's part of life. Yeah, Jensen officiated at our on-screen father, Jeffrey D. Morgan, who's a badass and a rock star and a movie star. But at his wedding, Jensen was the officiant, and I think Jeff ended the wedding going like, "All right, well, dance floor's over there, food's over there. If you want a tattoo, go to the bar." And everybody laughed. And he's like, "No, I'm not kidding. Like, there's a tattoo artist over there." And so I think that was great. But I think the tattoo artist probably did, 70 or 80 tattoos that night. And so Jeff and Jensen and I, the three Winchesters, went and got the same Basquiat crown. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm seeing that.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Oh, very cool.
So I have to ask, you two were actually roommates at one point. Now, what did you learn about Jensen?
What I learned about Jensen is I think one of the most, so I'm I'm here in my home in Austin. My wives and kids and dogs are running around, and we have chickens and ducks and bunnies and honeybees and a garden. I'm a pretty low-key guy, other than checking out my hot neighbor at Fulton. I'm a pretty boring fellow. So it was wonderful because Jensen and I would work these, 14-hour days, 18-hour days, and just be miserably tired. And, first thing in the morning, have to wake up and go to work again. But I think what surprised me, and I'd known him at the time, it was season 4 of the show, so I'd known him for years. We had been through a lot together. But I was excited because I don't know if we ever once in all those months or year and a half, whatever it was, talked about the show at home. It was sort of like, all right, we're home. We're Jared and Jensen now. We're not Dean and Sam now. We're not shooting Supernatural. We're watching the Cowboys. We're playing guitar. We're working out. We're doing whatever, cooking steaks or anything. And so it was sort of a selfishly for me, it was kind of a pat on the back. I was like, okay, cool. You can do something in this industry, in this business, and just kind of be normal when they call cut.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was, yeah.
Oh my God. And Jensen, are you back? Jensen, are you here? Have you finally joined the party?
Yes.
Yay, it's so great to see you. Okay, so do we have a question or do we have to go to break? I just want to figure out what we should do here because it was a long time getting to you, Jensen, but we're going to go to break and we're going to come back.
I just wanted to show up for the break.
Okay. All right. Perfect. We're getting the scoop on the final episodes of Supernatural from now, Jensen and Jared, when we come right back. So stay tuned. They'll both be here.
That was a clip of tomorrow night's premiere of Supernatural, and we are back with our favorite demon fighters, Jensen and Jared. So, there are 7 more episodes before you say goodbye. So, Jensen, what are the Winchester brothers up against?
Apparently some old pipes, which may prove to be their biggest foe yet. It starts to get ramped up. We're not just coming to the end of a season; we're coming to the end of a series. So the stories and the characters and all of the stuff that's been building now for 15 years is all going to start to come to a head. And you're going to see some familiar faces. You're going to see some familiar foes. And I think it's a really great way to kind of amp everything up for the finale.
Well, we're looking forward to that.
Love it.
All right, well, we want to find out just how much you guys know about each other after playing brothers for 15 years. So do you guys have the paddles that we sent you? Grab your paddles.
Indeed.
Let's see them. Okay.
I do.
It's time to play. Very good. It's time to play Know Your Bro. Woo! Yes. Okay, here we go. I'll go first. Which bro has the better dance moves? Dun, 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 dun. Hello?
Oh.
You guys. You both said yourself. Really?
Okay, I'm next. Which bro?
I did an entire tap dance on the show.
There you go. Jared wins the tiebreaker.
Listen, I picked dance lessons also. Listen, give me crip walk.
It doesn't show.
I'll do it right now.
Which
Carrie Ann,
bro?
help me out.
Here's my turn. Which bro has the better style? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Which bro has the messier dressing room?
Dressing room?
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh.
I hang my wardrobe every day.
Okay, I'm next. Which bro is more likely to forget his wedding anniversary?
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, I will say this: we are both that's specific. We're both really good at that. Our wives are our rocks. So that's
We love hearing that.
We don't get a choice.
Good answer.
Plus they're both Italian, so they'll beat us up.
That's right.
So,
You guys know what to do. Okay, last question. Which bro holds his liquor better? Oh, yay! Jensen won! Yay! Jensen and Jared, it's so great to have you both here. The final episodes of Supernatural kick off tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central on the CW. We'll be right back. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations.